Hello, friends. So I'm at work and I've got about an hour left of work, and I thought I've got nothing to do, and maybe I would try to draw a little bit. And I pulled up this Zelda Echoes of Wisdom poster on the computer, and I thought, well, this would be good practice for, just keeping keeping the drawing skills up. But yeah, I'm just gonna see if I can draw this in an hour. Let's get my phone stand, and I know I always have a hard time setting it up sideways, which is why I've been doing a lot of vertical videos, but I've got this um, thing on the back of my phone. Okay, let's lift you up. You can't see the whole paper, but that's okay. All right, so a little more than halfway down, we have our horizon line. So I'm just going to lightly draw that in like that. And Zelda's head comes up just barely above the horizon line, and she's almost center. So right about here is our Zelda. And her head is more oblong shaped, like that. It's also tilted a little bit this way. And just under the halfway point of her eyes are her ears. And they're a little bit rounded. Okay. She's wearing a scarf / cape. So we'll get that kind of drawn in. And it comes out right about there. All right, her hand is up and just under her ear, like that. And she's got her wand in her hand. And it comes out underneath her arm, and it gets bigger. So right here, it almost touches her ear. Hold on a second. Thank you for calling Deep South Equipment. How can I help you? Hello? All right, let me get you over to Miss C. Yes, sir. Still gotta work. Okay, so it barely touches her ear as it goes up and in and out and in, and on this side. Okay, so it goes like this. then over here it goes out like that. There we go. And erase some lines. Good deal. Down at the bottom, it twists this way and then twists again. And the last twist goes into a diamond shape. Like that. Done and done. Okay, so let's see. Her body comes out. She's got a pink dress. Or it could be purple. I think it's purple. Purple dress. Okay, and she's got boots. And I think I made her foot too big. All right, you can barely see the bottom of her cape as it comes up, down, and up, and into right here. Like that. She's got her other hand coming out. I know I definitely am not getting the proportions right on this chick, but we try our best and we don't give up. There we go. All right, so here this goes in and this goes up and it wraps around. There we go. All right, now for her face and hair and crown. So she's got this little crown on her head. It's kind of doing this shape. Like that. And it's going up and up and around her hair. And on the other side, up and up and around her hair. It's kind of scalloped. And you don't really see the top gold piece on the jewel. Just like a little piece of it's like barely peeking. Right here, she's got her hair, her front bits coming out like that. And then on the other side, it tucks behind her ear. And her hair goes up. Like that. Here we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm making it worse. That's not good. All right. Let's do her eyes. Uh-oh. Did y'all hear that? I think the ice is falling off the roof of the building. Well, that's not terrible. It looks okay. All right, so right next to her, we have a fence. And goes like that. Okay. So the fence has a piece that comes up like this. And then this piece goes like that. All right, and then we've got some boards. So here, I don't think I'm gonna get this done in an hour. There's no way. I'm drawing too slow. But it doesn't hurt to try, right? And then a tall piece. And a short piece. A tall tall piece. Some more pieces. And then down here we've got some, and they kind of go in this direction. Kind of like that. Beautiful. Okay. And what's next? Let's move over to the left side. Here we have some more wood pieces. Just kind of sticking up. And we have some rocks. Some grass. And right by the fence, another rock piece as it goes around this way. And then it comes down. I think I made that too tall. Hold on. It goes up and then down this way. Like that. There's some grass growing on it. And then the water is right here. We have another rock coming up, and there's a shadow on this rock. And a bigger boulder, and then there's also grass. Like that. Okay, so this boulder has shapes. This boulder has shapes, y'all. Shape down, up, and over, like so. This is all shaded. This is all shaded. And I'm trying to differentiate the shade lines. And then this has a little bit of shading here. And this has some shading down here. Rocks. Yeah. Okay, so here we have a treasure chest. And it's jutting out of the ground right about there. So the chest comes up on the left side and then down then up and down. Okay. It has a lock right in the front. Up and down like that. Up, over, down. There we go. And here, here, here. This is all gold trim. There, it's gold trim. Circles for riveting. And then we've got a gold bar coming up the middle. And some decorative gold coming up like this. And right here is the last piece coming up and down just a little bit. And this is all grass. Perfect. All right. We've got some wood planks. And right in front of the treasure chest is a plant, and it's kind of covering up a little bit of the chest. But right about here is a leaf. And here is a leaf. And then we've got some more leaves. And we got some leaves coming out the bottom. And then some tinier ones coming out under that. Very good. There's some grass right behind there. Just barely peeking out. And a little bit of a shadow cast off this plant right there. A little bit of a shadow right here. Okay, it's starting to come together. All right, so here we have a bit of a dirt patch and have a one of those fast travel things.
Does the county need to go to IP tomorrow meeting?
I don't think that's absolutely necessary.
Okay, I'm just wondering. Yeah.
I definitely don't got the proportions down because these two things are not supposed to be touching at all, but that's okay. I'm making it work. Over here we have a a stone wall coming up, going across. And another piece coming up. And it has some intricate designs which are being hidden by the chest. And there's another little cliff coming up right here. And we have a rift open up on this cliff right here. And that's all purple. Drink some water. All right. So where's my line? There's my line. Right here we have a big bush or a tree. It's a tree. So it has like 3 layers. And then the bottom of the tree comes out right about here. This is the tree stump. Okay, over here we have a, what do you even call that? It's like a pole or statue. So we'll just draw that in. And it kind of tapers a little bit here. It comes out. Man, more of the ice is falling off of the roof. There's a line going in the middle. And then a straight pole going straight up like this. And there we go. All right. And there's like a little design in the middle of that. Comes down. It's a circle with another circle and this shape. Good deal. This has a couple of cracks going through it.
Make sure the ignition, make sure the battery's not toasting it. If not, we'll have to wait for morning. So it's like it's gonna be a bad.
Well, that's not terrible, is it? Just not terrible. All right, we have a cliff wall here, and it goes straight across. Wow, it's not going very straight, is it? There we go. Some more rocks. Here. There. And a little bit of grass peeking out. Trying to get those rock shapes. All right, we have a couple of trees up here. One is right on top of this cliff. And it has the tree. There's another one behind the cliff. And one right next to that. And a stone cliff coming up. Awesome. Okay, there is another cliff coming up from there, and it goes behind this tree, and it's pretty jagged, and it's made out of a different rock. kind of like that. Ooh, but not that sloped. It's like a subtle slope. Kind of like that. And it comes down right there. And there are little flowers growing off this with some vines and leaves. Got some leaves growing here. Some more flowers. And a couple flowers up here. Two more. One here. And one over here. And there is some rock texture, but I'm just going to leave it blank for now. We're just going to go ahead and start working on the trees at the top. Trees are fully lining the top of this cliff. And I'm just loosely sketching them out, trying to save time. There is a mountain, a volcano right behind that, but we're not going to see the top of it because I did not I did not draw this good. Well, I mean, really, this is kind of what it's looking like. I mean, my paper is not near as rectangled as the original, so mine is like a little more compressed. But again, the proportions are not exact either, so which is a user error. It's my fault, but that's okay. We'll still draw the lava. Get some lava down in here. So it looks like a volcano. Get some jagged rocks. Good enough. Okay, so let's look at, let's color horizon. Alright. Also, I mean, her cape needs to probably be higher up than that, too. Just gonna fill it out. Good deal. Alright. So, this is our horizon line. Okay. That's not bad. I've been drawing for 41 minutes and we've got like half of it done. I still got 30 minutes left. Okay, so we're gonna work down here in the bottom corner. There is grass and flowers down here. Oh, I tell you what I need to draw real quick just to get it out of the way. I need to draw her little dude. Try. It's got some little triangles. There we go. Okay, so there we go. Let's see. Just a bunch of grass coming up. It's big, thick, fat grass and some flowers. Some flowers over here. And there's a flower over here in the corner. And then just grass. Just grass everywhere. Tufts upon tufts of grass. Okay, so right above the grass is an enemy, and he is, see, there's the top of her head, is the top of his ear. So he's like right here. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try to draw this guy. Here's the top of his head, and he's got a brow coming across. It's kind of square, and it wraps around his noggin like that. And his nose. his eye, his other eye, right there, the side of his head, side of his head, his tusk, and his mouth. There we go. And his ear. And he's wearing a vest. Again, I made him too big. Too something. Made his head too big. That's okay, I guess. Alright, here's his vest. And on the other side, and it goes around his body, and he's got a little bit of an arm showing. Over here, we've got his other arm, and it comes down like that. Yeah, boo. And he's big and fat. Big fat baby. And his legs are hiding in the grass. I can't tell if I drew him too big or if I drew him too far down or what, but regardless, he's there. That's all that matters. There is another little plant which isn't supposed to be covered by him, but because I drew it all wonky, he is going to be covered by the baddie. Don't mess that up. And right here we have a sign. Man, oh man. Okay, right behind this plant, we have another one of these, but it's like humongous. So let's see if I can draw that. Okay. Oh shoot, it doesn't go down. It goes, it's almost straight. Like, yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of straight. Like this. This is kind of straight too. Like that. Okay. Well. All right. Oopsie daisy. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. And you go up. And this one does go this way. Okay. And there we go. That doesn't look too terrible.
What did you find out on? What did you find out on?
I need to make that smaller.
Yeah, the 2 air coats giving it 50-60% of the canvas finish. Yeah, that day fixed that yesterday.
There we go. And then down.
Yeah, be careful. I said, be careful.
And then on this side, we've got some bits and bobs and things kind of peeking out and doing what it does. And we have a heart piece up here. Oh, well, I guess that needs to be bigger, huh? Needs to be bigger. There we go. That's a little bigger. Got a couple of cracks and probably ought to shade this to show that it's inset. Couple of cracks going through here, a little bit of moss. Yo, buddy. Okay, got 13 minutes left. Whew, what should I draw next? Okay, there is a tree right here, right behind this little guy. But again, I'm gonna have to make it a little different than what's in the picture, just to make it look right. I'm getting a little overwhelmed. I got like nearly half of it done. I mean, I still got to do the castle, the other cliff, the mountain, Ganon, and Link. And I'm running out of space. Like, what do I do? What do I do? I guess I could call it done. I mean, I am about to go home in 10 minutes. Just call it done. Well, that was not bad. That was a nice little drawing session. This is what all I did in an hour. And that was the reference picture, which looks way better than what I did. But that's okay. It was still really fun to do. I think my favorite part is probably, I like the chest, and I like this pole here, this statue thing. And I like Try turned out really good. This little guy's cute. Just this, I like his face. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this really relaxed, calm, chill video. We're just drawing together, talking through what I'm doing, and sorry I'm a little quiet in the video, but I am at work, so I can't be too loud. I don't want to bother others. So yeah, well, y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.